The Xreal Air 2, a wireless earbuds that's been making waves in the tech world. But is it worth the hype? I've had my fair share of experience with this product, and I'm here to give you an honest review. For the best price, click the link in the description. But here's what surprised me when I first got my hands on the Xreal Air 2. They're incredibly lightweight, which is a huge plus for anyone who's tired of bulky earbuds weighing down their ears. However, this lightweight design also means that they may not stay put in your ears as well as some other earbuds on the market. Therefore, I decided to dig deeper and see if there were any other potential issues with the Xreal Air 2. After using them for several weeks, I started to notice some serious problems with sound quality. Specifically, the bass was lacking. Now, this might not be a deal breaker for everyone, but it definitely caught my attention. So what's going on here? Are these earbuds just not worth the money, or is there something more at play? Let me tell you, I've done some digging and I think I may have uncovered the root of the problem. But before we get into that, let's take a closer look at what makes the Xreal Air 2 so special. The Xreal Air 2 boasts an impressive 10-hour battery life, which is definitely a plus for anyone who needs to listen to music or podcasts on the go. However, this extended battery life comes at a cost, literally. The earbuds themselves are quite pricey, with a sticker shock of around $200. Now, I'm not one to shy away from splurging every now and then, but is it really worth the investment? Therefore, let's get into some of the nitty-gritty details about what makes the Xreal Air 2 tick. Or rather, what doesn't make them tick so well. One of the major issues I had with these earbuds was connectivity. Specifically, they would frequently drop my connection to my phone. This might not be a huge deal for some people, but it's definitely frustrating when you're in the middle of listening to your favorite podcast. But here's where things get really interesting. After doing some research online, I discovered that several other users had reported similar issues with connectivity and sound quality. Now, I'm not one to jump on the bandwagon, but this got me thinking, maybe there's a larger issue at play here. So, what exactly is going on with the Xreal Air 2? Are they just a fluke, or is there something more fundamentally wrong with them? Let's take a closer look. The Xreal Air 2 features advanced noise cancellation technology, which sounds great on paper. However, in practice, I found that this feature was somewhat lacking. Specifically, it would frequently struggle to block out background noise. Therefore, I started to dig deeper and see if there were any other potential issues with the Xreal Air 2's design or materials. After all, a product is only as good as its weakest link, right? And let me tell you, I think I may have found some major weaknesses in the Xreal Air 2's design. One of the biggest problems I had was with the earbuds charging case. Specifically, it would frequently take several hours to fully charge. This might not seem like a huge deal at first glance, but trust me, it adds up quickly. And let's be real, if you're paying $200 for wireless earbuds, you probably expect them to keep up with your active lifestyle. But here's where things get really interesting. What exactly is the Xreal Air 2 made of? I did some digging and discovered that these earbuds are actually made from a combination of plastic and metal. Now, this might sound like a good thing at first glance, but trust me, it's not as great as it sounds. Therefore, let's talk about one of the biggest benefits of the Xreal Air 2, their sleek design. I mean, these earbuds look amazing. They're small, lightweight, and come in a variety of colors. But is that really worth the price tag? So what's the verdict on the Xreal Air 2? Are they worth the hype, or are there better options out there for you? Let me tell you, I've got some serious reservations about these earbuds. After using them for several weeks, I can confidently say that I would not recommend the Xreal Air 2 to anyone. The sound quality is subpar, connectivity issues are rampant, and the design is seriously lacking in some areas. Now I know what you're thinking, but your name, isn't this just a matter of personal preference? Therefore, let's get into some of the specifics about why I wouldn't recommend these earbuds to anyone. One major issue I had was with the sound quality itself. Specifically, the bass was lacking and the high notes were tinny. This might not be a deal breaker for everyone, but it definitely caught my attention. But here's where things get really interesting. What exactly is the Xreal Air 2 up against in terms of competition? I did some research online and discovered that there are plenty of other wireless earbuds on the market that offer similar features at lower price points. So what can you do if you're looking for a good pair of wireless earbuds without breaking the bank? Well, let me tell you, I've got a solution. The brand name wireless earbuds are an excellent alternative to the Xreal Air 2. They offer similar features at a lower price point and have received rave reviews from customers. Therefore, if you're in the market for new wireless earbuds, I would highly recommend checking out the brand name wireless earbuds. They may not be as flashy or sleek as the Xreal Air 2, but they offer far superior sound quality and a more reliable design. But wait, before you go off and buy those earbuds, let me give you one final thought to consider. What exactly is the Xreal Air 2's return policy? I did some digging online and discovered that it's actually quite restrictive. Specifically, you'll have to pay a restocking fee of around $20 if you want to return them. Therefore, I think it's safe to say that the Xreal Air 2 is not worth the investment. The sound quality is subpar, connectivity issues are rampant, and the design is seriously lacking in some areas. If you're looking for a good pair of wireless earbuds without breaking the bank, there are plenty of other options out there that are far superior. But hey, if you're still interested in trying out the Xreal Air 2, I've got you covered. For the best price on Amazon, click the link in the description below. Just be aware that you may end up with a pair of earbuds that don't quite live up to their promise.